This has become a nightly scene in the East Jerusalem neighbourhood of Sheikh Jarrah. Vigils and protests aggressively broken up by Israeli security forces. At stake, the homes of hundreds of Palestinians, long subject to an eviction campaign. The current tensions were sparked partly by this viral video in which local woman Muna al-Kurd confronts a Jewish settler.
You are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it.
It was an acknowledgement of just how close Muna's family and 3 others are to being forced out. They've lodged a final appeal with Israel's Supreme Court, which is now saying it will hold another session on Monday. Muna's father, Nabil, who has already had one house seized by settlers, fears what could happen if the court rules against them.
We'll be in the streets because all of us, like me, we are old people. We don't work, we don't have incomes, and the cheapest rent around here is $2,000. How can we afford it?
The homes were built for Palestinian refugees in an arrangement between the United Nations and Jordan during the period of Jordanian rule after 1948. A Jewish settler organisation says the land was owned by Jews before 1948 and should be returned in light of Israel's seizure of East Jerusalem in 1967. The lawyer representing the Palestinian families says their counterclaims of ownership have not been properly assessed by the courts.
We are dealing with the domestic legal system that rejects and denies the international humanitarian law and the international law as should be applied in East Jerusalem.
The family's legal battle has been constrained by the limits of Israeli law, which Israel seeks to apply here in occupied East Jerusalem. But there is another legal argument based on international law and Israel's obligations as an occupying power. An argument that requires political pressure. Some has come from campaign groups and diplomats in recent weeks. Britain's mission to the Palestinians tweeting out this video statement.
The restitution and planning laws here and their implementation are unfair, and they breach Israel's obligations as an occupying power.
Since the start of the holy month of Ramadan, tensions in East Jerusalem have been unusually high. From Gaza, Hamas's military wing is warning of a high price for Israeli actions in Sheikh Jarrah. The consequences of a mass eviction here could be felt well beyond the families under threat of losing their homes. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, occupied East Jerusalem.